Hey there. So here's a wild question for you. What if I told you that in exactly 10 years from today, you could wake up on a Monday morning and actually decide whether you want to work or not? I'm not talking about winning the lottery or getting some crazy inheritance. I'm talking about building a system that's so solid, your money literally works harder than you ever have. Look, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, right. Early retirement is for those tech bros and Wall Street guys, not regular people like me. But here's the thing, that's complete nonsense. This whole thing comes down to simple math, and honestly, the math works for anyone who's willing to stick to a plan. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to walk you through the exact 10-year plan that can get you to financial freedom. We'll talk about that one magic number that basically determines if you're retiring in 10 years or still grinding it out in 40. I'll show you this 3-part system that builds wealth even while you're binge-watching Netflix, and we'll get real about the mental game, because let's be honest, that's where most people mess up. This isn't some feel-good pep talk or get-rich-quick scheme. This is your actual step-by-step roadmap. So if you're tired of trading the best years of your life for someone else's dreams, and you're ready to build something that's actually yours, let's figure this out together.
All right, let's start with some tough love. You know that retirement calculator your bank showed you? The one that says you need $2 million to retire? It's designed to keep you scared and dependent on the system. Here's what they don't tell you. You don't need millions to stop working. You need your money to work harder than you do. Think about it this way. Right now, you wake up, go to work, trade 8 to 10 hours of your life for money, then go home exhausted. Meanwhile, Jeff Bezos makes $2,500 every single second, even while he's sleeping. What's the difference? His money has employees. Yours doesn't. Here's the number that will change your life. 25. Not 2 million, not some impossible target, just 25. Here's how it works. If you can save 25 times your annual expenses, you're financially free, period. Let me break this down with real numbers that'll blow your mind. Say you spend $40,000 a year to live comfortably. 25 times that is $1 million. Sounds like a lot, right? But here's the kicker. If that $1 million is invested properly and earning 10% annually, it's throwing off $100,000 per year without you touching the principal. That's $60,000 more than you need to live.
But wait, it gets better. What if instead of spending $40,000, you got really intentional and lived well on $30,000? Now you only need $750,000. Still feel impossible? Hold on. This is where your mind is about to be blown. Let's say you can invest $1,000 every month at a 10% return. After 10 years, you don't just have $120,000 from your contributions, you have over $200,000. After 20 years, over $760,000. That's not magic. That's compound interest doing the heavy lifting. But here's the secret sauce everyone misses. Most people invest $200 here, $300 there. Maybe skip a few months when life gets expensive. That's like trying to build muscle by going to the gym once a week. It doesn't work. The people who retire early, they treat investing like a non-negotiable bill. Rent, $1,200. Car payment, $400. Investing, $1,000. No exceptions, no excuses. Now let's talk about where to put this money. Forget what your uncle told you about picking stocks or what some TikTok guru said about crypto. We're building a machine with 3 parts. Pillar 1, the growth engine. This is your S&P 500 index funds, your total stock market funds. Boring? Maybe. But over the last 30 years, they've averaged about 10% annually. While everyone else is trying to pick the next Tesla, you're capturing the growth of the entire American economy. Smart money is patient money. Pillar 2, the income generator. These are your dividend stocks, your REITs, maybe some rental properties if you're into that. These don't just grow, they pay you while you own them. Imagine getting a paycheck from companies like Coca-Cola and Microsoft every quarter, whether you work or not. Pillar 3, the safety net. This is your treasury bonds, your high-yield savings account. Not sexy, but when the market crashes, and it will, this is what lets you sleep at night and keeps you from selling everything in a panic. Here's where most people quit, and I need you to be ready for this. There's going to be a period, probably years 3 through 7, where it feels like nothing is happening. You're putting in $1,000 a month and your account is growing, but slowly. You'll see your friends buying new cars, going on expensive vacations, and you'll wonder if you're missing out. This is the test. This is where your future self is begging you not to quit. Because here's what's happening. During those boring years, compound interest is quietly building an unstoppable snowball. Every dollar you invest is having babies, and those babies are having babies. Then something magical happens. Usually around year 7 or 8, you'll notice your investment returns for the year are bigger than what you contributed. Think about that. Your money is now making more money than you are at your job. That's when you know you've made it to the other side. From here, every year gets exponentially better. Your money becomes this unstoppable force that grows whether you're working, sleeping, or on vacation. This is what financial freedom actually looks like. But here's the final piece that separates the people who make it from those who don't. You have to start seeing every purchase differently. That $5 coffee, that's not $5. That's $5 that could have become $50 in 20 years. That $500 gadget you don't really need, that could have been $5,000 working for your future self. I'm not saying live like a monk. I'm saying be intentional. Every dollar is a choice between instant gratification and future freedom. And trust me, future freedom feels way better than that impulse purchase you'll forget about next week. Look, I'll be straight with you. While we've been talking, someone just made the decision to start their 10-year freedom plan, and someone else just convinced themselves they'll start next month. Guess which person will be financially free in 2034? Here's what we've covered today. The 25 rules that determine your freedom number, the 3-pillar system that builds unstoppable wealth, and most importantly, why that boring middle period is actually your biggest advantage. But I know what you're thinking. This sounds great in theory, but how do I actually start? Which specific funds should I choose? How do I set this up so it runs on autopilot? And here's the thing. Knowing the strategy is only half the battle. The other half is execution, because there's a massive difference between understanding compound interest and actually building a portfolio that compounds reliably for decades. Most people get the concept, but fail at the implementation. But here's what most financial gurus won't tell you. There are hidden traps along this 10-year journey that can completely derail your progress. I'm talking about the psychological tricks your brain plays on you during market crashes, the one automation mistake that costs people thousands, and the simple rebalancing strategy that can boost your returns by 2 to 3% annually. These aren't just theories. These are the real-world challenges that separate the people who actually make it to financial freedom from those who give up halfway through. So here's what I need you to do right now. First, hit that subscribe button, because I'm going to keep sharing the strategies and mindsets that actually work in the real world, not just the textbook theories. Second, drop a comment below and tell me, what's your biggest fear about starting this 10-year plan? Is it not having enough money to begin with? Worried about market crashes? Or are you scared you'll mess it up somehow? I read every single comment, and your questions are going to help me make that next video even better. And if this video opened your eyes to what's actually possible, hit that like button. It tells YouTube to show this to other people who are tired of the traditional retirement scam and ready to take control of their financial future. Remember, 10 years from now, you'll be 10 years older regardless. The only question is, will you be financially free or still trapped in the same cycle? The choice you make today determines which person you become. I'll see you in the next one, where we turn everything you just learned into action